Thank you so much.
I'd like to welcome you to Quantum Shift Academy, Season 15. I'm Helena Riley, and I will be your host. This academy is designed for one specific purpose. It's designed to assist you in aligning with the new Earth frequencies, so you become a manifester instead of a victim of the accelerated frequency that we are imbued with. This is a time of extraordinary opportunity if you learn how to use this physical instrument to align with the vast energetic shift that's available to you on Earth. Today, I'm going to be welcoming Altia Lucrezia Avanzo. And welcome, Altia. It's wonderful to have you.
Thank you so much for having me. Very grateful to be here.
Because we are matching. We are here to bring the light and the fire to Earth so that you can burn through the subconscious dross. Altia was born in the heart of Milan, Italy, and she embarked on a transformative journey across the globe, honing her extraordinary talents. From South Africa, she now illuminates the world with her radiant gifts. And from a tender age, Altia possessed the gift of prophecy through intuitive insight and vivid dreams. She courageously embraced her calling, turning her innate talents into a luminous career. And her mastery shines brightest in the realm of light language. So welcome, Altia. There'll be more information in the link below, but welcome today to the first interview of the Quantum Shift Academy, Season 15. So welcome, welcome, welcome. And I'd like to start by asking you how you became aware of your gifts.
Okay, so I mean, I think for me, I always start from the fact that anyone can channel, anyone has psychic abilities, gifts, and intuition, and you know, we all have, you know, a chakra system. We all have a channel available to us. Some of us have done this in many different lifetimes, so we come here with a blueprint code that is more activated than others. So for me, I mean, I was one of those kids that basically would see shadows, and I would get the prophetic dreamings. And I come from a long lineage of witches. My mother has psychic vision and intuition. My grandmother had psychic vision and intuition. They never took it on as a career, but it has been kind of like in my blood and in my lineage. I had two quite intense experiences back in 2017, which was going into my Saturn return. It's when I had, I would say, my big shift that then prepped me for, you know, what happened on a collective and planetary level, so that I was able to, you know, hold the frequency. And I started channeling light language. I mean, I was channeling light language as a kid. I just didn't know I was channeling it. But I started again channeling it consciously and using it as a tool to assist on a, you know, individual and collective level back in 2017. I'm classically Reiki trained, so I do a lot of different things. But yeah, I would say that my main kind of like switch and most activations happened back in 2017.
Wonderful. And just about the time that they were desperately needed, I would say, when things started to heat up. So right before we dove into the pandemic. So in your use of light language, what do you feel is the shift when it comes into you? And I completely agree that we all have these gifts. Some of us have refined them through successive incarnations, but as a human, activating the third eye is a part of our destiny, actually. So where do you feel the light language actually elevates people? Why does it work so well?
So first of all, I mean, I think it's very interesting now because the light language is at the forefront of the ascension and awakening process. It is the new technology that is coming in to assist on a planetary, collective, individual level. For me, I channel through my heart center. My channel is very integrated. I'm not really at a point where I need to tune in and out because it's embodied. So I think the more you heal, the more you activate parts of your multidimensional self, the more you do soul fragment retrieval, the more your channel expands, the more you can channel to an extent. I think a lot of people try to understand. It's very important to understand that light language cannot be translated verbatim. You can kind of like assign a feeling to it. It can be more galactically imprinted in one frequency compared to another, but to me, it is the new technology that comes through. It bypasses the conscious mind. It works directly on the DNA etheric structure, and the codes work beyond the concepts of space and time. So I mean, I can channel now and send codes, and people can receive them tomorrow, yesterday, in a week. They can sit in their system. They can integrate when they're sleeping, so it's a very it's very vast, the usage that you can have of light language. So for me, I think it's just a matter, like everything, like you said, of practice. So the more you practice, the better you get at it. And I think that the clarity of your channel and of your light language is directly proportionate to the depth to which you've met yourself. So if you haven't done any shadow work, if you haven't worked on yourself, you're going to struggle to channel, you're going to struggle to have clarity, you're going to struggle to understand and to assist others on an individual and collective level.
Very true. And also, the clearing of it is a collective clearing, as you say. So these patterns that are embedded into the nervous system are actually in the collective. And so what Altia is saying is that it's actually a very quantum process, because there's no space or time. And we eliminate the boundaries of space, time, and separation. So it occurs to me that we should open this academy with a treasure from Altia. So would you like to do a light language activation to actually accelerate manifestation? Yes, and align you with the heart chakra for the next year.
So you can just close your eyes and anchor into the body as you find a comfortable breathing rhythm. With every inhale, you breathe in light. And with every exhale, you let go of all that doesn't serve you anymore. And as we call on the Archangelic Collective, Michael to the south, Uriel to the north, Raphael to the east, Gabriel to the west, we call on Archangel Metatron with his blue cloak of protection from above, and Sandalphon to seal the grid from below. So we call on our higher selves of spirit guides and anyone else who wishes to be present for the greatest and highest good. You're welcome in the space. Opening systems. Tianaisha te kateo koro koishe takara tria siet karayenatara trea nieto kumrasiero koro a trea ishe nayatakara chera yetaka roa trieta kiena taka ishe kumrasiera taka roa rieta kaziku and divine rays anchoring more light angelic rays coming in, attuning systems, opening, expanding into more light, attuning. Ratu kumra sera ishera yataka tia te karotria yateka sia irishina taka, releasing, letting go. Okay, I'm releasing some scarcity templates here. Releasing, decoding, detangling, removing, letting go. Trasietaka, koromatietaraishetaka, ntaniera takre atreo korasi atet korasiera takratra ieshera grounding, anchoring, opening, letting go of all that doesn't serve you anymore. We release. As we surrender, allow and align, activating blueprint structure. Aligning, aligning new templates. Releasing, letting go, expanding into more light, divine rays, anchoring, aurora rays, rainbow rays, attuning systems, new energies, activating into divine rays, anchoring, angelic rays, clarity, codes of clarity coming in, releasing any confusion, clarity. Crystal codes, anchoring, rainbow aurora rays, anchoring, releasing, replacing with more light, divine rays. Codes of knowledge, understanding of self, knowledge of self, anchoring, heart expansion, opening, attuning, higher heart activation, connecting into the throat. Letting go, opening to more light, divine rays, releasing layers, letting go. Tratrio kukuro ishira isisi yotukuma ishina yasara yataka tria ryoku ria kriya kia te kumara ishina yataka mtera ishira. Codes of acceptance coming in and anchoring na ishira yatara ro ishina takarra ishira yataka raisha takarro ku rak erot ira ishira si unatik nrat ura ishira yataka na ishira Para Ishirayataka, Rush, Naishirataka, Rush, Naraishirataka, Naishira, Raisitaka. Okay.
I feel like I was lifting up, and also this started expanding, so I started to feel like I needed to move the bones of my head up and out as I was ascending in this very body. So you are one profound lady.
Thank you.
I feel like I've met a mirror of some sort. So as we were doing that process, I'll try to engage in this. I feel quite complete in setting the stage for this actually activation summit. Here's what I started experiencing: multiple timelines merging. And I feel as though that has been the source of some of my confusion over the last year. So let's just talk about that, because I'm sure I'm not alone in this. What's going on with the timelines? So when you just did this, I had to keep bringing it back in, because what I'm noticing is that I'm noticing in my own structure and in my own process that I kind of want to ascend into a really high timeline. And this could mean dropping the physical. So let's talk about the timelines available to people right now and why this is causing some level of confusion and the significance of choice at this point in time.
Yeah, I mean, on an individual level, even for me, I think it comes down to being grounded, being embodied, and being present. Sometimes we forget that to go up there, we need to be very, very anchored down here. So, I mean, I have to work on, for myself, but also for my clients and the people that I work with, is just explain to them that you can only rise so much if you're not embodied down here. You're in the physical, you know? So only once you're present, anchored, and embodied, within the now, then you can actually see the possible timelines and make the choices that are for your highest alignment. If you're too busy worrying about the past or the future, you're going to miss it, and you're not going to be able to make the choices that take you, you know, in the reality where you are co-creating your path. I mean, there is infinite possibilities and timelines. I do find the confusion tends to come in when there's karmic clearing. So when you start clearing on a karmic level and on different layers in your multidimensional self, because then all of a sudden you're waking up and now you're feeling irritated, and then you're feeling sad, and then the moon's affecting you, and then, you know, so a lot of the time it comes down to trust. You know, so when you're in a space of trust that you're always divinely guided and you're always divinely protected and you're always divinely supported, then you stop trying to understand why, and you just allow. And when you release the attachment to the wanting to understand, that's when the knowledge comes in. So it's a little bit of a paradox and a, you know, and a bit of a conundrum as well. So I find that the best advice I think I can give to myself and to anyone really is coming into a point of stillness, of 0 point neutrality, of objective observation, but releasing all and any attachment to the wanting to know and understand, because the knowledge is going to come. But if you're consistently trying to go there, you're going to get into a space of polarity, which puts you in a space of lack. So you're actually going to push things more away. So really surrender, allow, align, stay in your truth, stay in your heart, set your boundaries, and take it really like day by day and as it comes. And it is a beautiful adventure once you learn how to navigate it, you know.
It's a beautiful adventure. It's very true. And it is true. The level of your grounding will also determine the level of your ascension or your awakening, and the speed, because otherwise you put yourself sort of in a cross current. So that I love that understanding. And as we navigate the new energies, we do have to remember we're still human. We're still having a human experience. So the reaching for the quantum is extremely important. And this is the 0 point that Althea is speaking of. What the most important, and I'm just unpacking what you just said. If there was one thing that Althea just unpacked, it's stay present in this moment in time, not the past and not the future. Navigate from the present moment in 0 point reality. I believe I just summarized your true teaching. And prophecy and some of the distractions, would you say, are creating more of a wobble, because on the screen of Earth, they are intentionally evoking fear. Mm-hmm. So in the wobble, you need to gain this center. And Althea, what would you say? How do you, if you notice you got caught, you got triggered, what's your quickest return to self, to state, to 0 point? How do you do it?
I don't really get triggered much anymore.
Yeah. There's the answer. Don't get triggered.
But I mean, yeah, I would say maybe like breath work, just like taking like just something as easy as breathing, you know. I think once you understand that the only things you can control are your own thoughts, actions, emotions, and words, and you can't control other people's, then it just tends to make life a lot easier, because it's out of your hands. And if it's out of your hands, then why should it be occupying, you know, worry in your mind? So I think striving to be the best possible version of yourself. And then, yeah, I think what people struggle with a lot is releasing attachment to expectations, people, situations. I think if anything, this is what I teach, the same with boundaries. Release as much as you can. And put your boundaries as high as you can if you struggle with boundaries, and then take them down a little bit, so that you kind of like get that balance, you know, because a lot of people struggle with boundaries, and we get brought up into this consumeristic society. And as women, we get brought up thinking, you know, that we're not good enough, and we need this thing and we need that thing, you know, and we need external things to fill in a void or whatever it is. And once you understand that no one or nothing can really fill it except yourself and your self-love, and then you operate from that space of unconditional love, then, you know, things tend to start to align. But you need to do the shadow work. Like, you can't really escape it, you know what I mean? So
I do what you mean.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. So, I think like,
I really know what you mean.
yeah, so I think breathing, anything creative, anything that brings you back to the five senses will help you stay grounded. So anything like that will definitely assist to bring you back in the moment.
I love that. Thank you. And it is a conscious awareness of where you are in this moment. So you know when and where to return. So thank you for being with us today. And Althea, would you like to talk about your gift in the link below?
Yes. Yeah. So basically, if you want to connect with me, you can just go through my website. I offer 6-week and 6-month programs. I train people to become energy workers. I train people how to open their channel. A lot of people come to me, oh, can you teach me light language? Light language can be remembered. It can't really be taught. To understand and to remember light language, you need to first understand how to channel. I've got a lot of workshops up on my websites available. I've got releasing kind of like chords and releasing attachments, opening the third eye, how to anchor into abundance, manifestation. I will be speaking at the Conscious Life Expo in Los Angeles on the 10th of February. So you can find me there if you want to connect with me in person. And I'm also holding a workshop in New York City also in February, about a week after that. It's the 24th of February. I've got a Costa Rica retreat coming up in November of 2024 as well. And then I'll probably have the Abundance Mentorship coming up in August. But everything is on my website. So if you click the link below and you just go and head through to my website, I've got about an 8-week waiting time, but I do offer emergency scheduling. If people have like an emergency and urgency to see me, then I can assist them. I do past life and karmic clearing as well. So if you've got traumas and things coming from past, parallel, future, previous lifetimes, I will assist with that. I do galactic work. So I do quite a lot of stuff actually. But
Quite an embodiment.
yeah, I release a lot of free content as well. So even if you just want to like subscribe to my YouTube or to my Instagram, you can have a look, and I release free videos and assistance every single day.
Wonderful. Well, thank you so much for sharing your energy and uplifting the planet. We thank you, and we'll have you back again. Thank you, Althea, for being with us today.
Thank you for having me.